Hello dear yogis and welcome to my channel. Today we're doing quick sequence for wrist and ankle stretch. Let's get started. Please consult your doctor and make sure that the practice is suitable for you. Take care and enjoy. Let's begin our practice in any comfortable sitting position. As we inhale, reaching the arms up. And as we exhale, bring the palms together over the heart. Interlace your fingers and start drawing the number 8 through the fist. Notice how you're feeling today through the wrist, knuckles, and then reversing. Shake that fist side to side. And let's shake it off any tension in your wrist, fingers, knuckles, and shoulders. Just let it all go, leave it behind the mat before we start our main practice. Extending the left arm forward, fingers wide and open. Press the big thumb towards your chest, second finger, third one, fourth one, and the last one. Switching to the right arm, start with a big thumb, second one, middle finger, fourth finger, and the pinky finger. Well done, shake it off. Transitioning into the tabletop position, aligning your wrist with the shoulders, knees with the hips, spreading the fingers wide and open. We're gonna start doing circles through the crown of the head. Gently start loading your wrist with your own weight and keep observing any sensations rising up. And then reversing. And then find your center. We're gonna rock back down to the heels and forward, backward and forward, backward and forward. Let's point all 10 fingers toward the knees, spreading the fingers wide and open. Inhaling, arching, and exhaling, pulling the belly button in, chin to the chest. Adding cat and cow move through the spine. It really reflects very well into your wrist stretch. Inhaling, lift your chest, and as you exhale, chin to the chest, back and wrist stretch. A couple of movements here. Just get curious about your physical body and find the new ways to find the way of stretch. You can pause for a moment, leaning back if it feels good, maybe peeling off the both hands halfway back. And as you exhale, releasing both hands completely. And take a couple of wrist easy movements. Shake it off, let it all go, restart. Let's switch our attention to the toes and feet stretch, spreading all 10 toes nice and wide, and start rocking side to side. trying to keep your weight over the heels. Hips are heavy. Gently lifting the both knees, parallel the floor, and reaching up through the fingertips. Breathing through the tension which is coming up to you right now. Releasing the knees down, rising up, and then back to the toe squat. Inhaling up to the kneeling position, exhaling back to the toe squat. And again, gently knees down, back to the toe squat. In control, start dropping the heels down to the ground and then knees down to the mat, rolling through the soles of the feet. If you cannot touch the ground with your heels, you can fold the mat and make a kind of cushion for yourself. Dropping the heels, not your hips, remember that. And last one. Releasing back to the tabletop, and finally time to shake it off, everything. Letting go. Back to our wrist stretch. This time fingers pointing toward to each other. I'll face to the camera so you can see me properly. Spread the fingers wide and open. Make sure that your wrist underneath the shoulders. And start rocking side to side and lifting the balls of your palms. How this feels for you. I want you to be really mindful and feeling any tiny shift happening, any new sensations rising up. Be present. Now bring the fingers outwards. And again, rocking side to side, but keeping the palms firmly pressed into the mat. Well done, guys. Find your center and rock back. Shake it off, let it all go. Let's meet in our tabletop position. And upside down, maybe one hand, maybe two hands at the same time. Again, fingers wide and open. That's pretty tense stretch, so just be careful here. Maybe a tiny rock forward, backward if it feels good for you. And slowly, very gently start peeling off your both hands off the ground. Beautiful, guys. Let's little bit roll the wrist. One direction and then reverse, and the second hand. Let's take a tiny release in the puppy pose, reaching the fingertips to the corners of the mat and allowing our chest to sink deep, relaxing through the shoulders and through the head. Remember, you want to keep your hips and knees over each other. Walk your hands back as you exhale, downward dog. Aligning your hands with the shoulder distance apart and feet with the hip distance apart. Bending the left knee, pressing the right heel down to the mat. And then switching, pressing the left heel down to the ground. And let's move active, marching in one place. And start collecting your feet together, lifting the heels up and down. In downward dog, it feels really great, both way, wrist, feet, ankles, toes stretch. Make sure that your palms are active. Heels to the left. Left knee bent, right leg straight. Through the center, heels to the right. Right knee bent, left leg straight. Get back to the center and start walking the hands toward the end of the mat. You can use a block and put it underneath your fingers. As you inhale, rock forward, lift your both heels up. And as you exhale, heels down, toes up. Inhale, hips, heels up. And exhale, toes up. Try to keep your back straight. And try to keep your kneecaps active. Dropping the hips down to the heels. And this time we're going to open our knees nice and wide. Glue your heels together. Palms can be over the heart. Moment here. Relax through the shoulders. Soften through the facial muscles. Collecting the knees. Releasing the palms down. We're transitioning into the ankle stretch. Pull the left knee out and gently press it up over to the chest. And then switching to your right leg. Pull your right leg out and very gently, you don't have to touch your chest. It can be an inch away from the mat until you feel it's enough for you. Let's try to lift both knees off the ground. If it doesn't work for you, you can get back to the previous option. And one more time. Lift. And maybe tiny pulse if it feels good for your ankles. Bring your palms together over the heart. Lean back. That's another option. I want you to pick up that one which works for you today. Amazing, guys. Let's meet in tabletop. Catch inhale. And as you exhale, downward dog. Reset, paddle if it feels good. Upside down, one foot or both feet at a time. And press your hips up. Another amazing stretch through the ankles and especially the toes. Releasing the both feet. Gently bending the knees and hop forward to the front or step forward to the front into the cross legs position. Extend your both legs straight forward. Spread the alternate toes nice and wide. And as you exhale, squeeze in. Spread and squeeze. Spread and squeeze as much as you can. Good. Now point your toes and flex your feet. Again, point and flex. Point and flex. One more time. Just let all your feet fall apart, in and out. And then again, point your toes. Big inhale through the fingertips. As you exhale, start massaging the top of your feet, ankle, giving well-deserved massage to that part which worked today a lot, activating blood circulation. And you can hold for a moment, pressing the toes down toward the ground. Flexing the both feet, reaching up through the fingertips. And try to pull the kneecaps in and try to lift your both heels off the ground. And then as you exhale, release into the forward bend. You can catch the top of the feet, the big toes. I like catching my wrist so I can go a bit deeper into the forward bend. Alright guys, we are done for today. Let's cross our legs into Sukhasana pose. I hope you enjoyed the practice. Thank you for being with me. Big inhale, reach your arms up. Namaste.